Hey, everybody. Good morning. It's 3:03 a.m. here in Michigan, 38 degrees, clear skies overhead. I'm Patrick, half Cheetah Wheel View. So I thought I'd go ahead and do a little bit of work since I can't sleep. Uh, this is my tough time of the year. Always struggle about this time. Um, this year's not any different. Even with everything going on, it's still right here. So, So I guess what I'll do is, if anybody wants to come in, they can come on in and hang out. Um, that'd be awesome. I don't expect anybody to. This is like pop-up video, so I don't expect anybody to be up and awake. Or maybe Ricky from Old AF Reviewers. It is getting to be about 7 o'clock over there in England. Um, Yeah, we had a really nice interview last night with singer-songwriter Steve Hartso. Sang a couple of songs, had a really good talk, had a good time, and yeah, that was had a good week. Of course, we interviewed Jennifer Nagel on Monday night, and she was sensational. We will not be on tonight, Wednesday night. Nope, we will not be on. We will be back tomorrow night at 8 o'clock with film director Christopher Moore, and the lovely young actress Meredith Muller will be here with us. So I'm really happy about that. We've had we had Meredith on the midnight hour. That was her very first interview, press interview. Um, I'm sure she's had quite a few since then. Um, and then we had Christopher on uh, here on 8 Questions With, and that was a great interview as well. So this time we decided to put them together to talk about their movie Children of Sin, and then we bring those two together, and then I grabbed our good buddy Josh Hobbs from Hobbs Horror. He came on over. He's going to co-host the show with me tonight, and yeah, I'm pretty happy about it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Uh, sensational show by uh, sensational shows this week. And then I really didn't get to talk about it too much, but May's going to be fun too. May's going to be fun. In fact, I'm even as I'm talking to nobody, I'm going to be putting down my next to last date to fill in May, and we are going to be talking to Ava Potterfield. And she is a YouTuber, and that follows the theme of the month in May. May is Community Month. I'm interviewing people from around the community, including that rascal Ricky I mentioned. We got Carrie craving horror. We got her. Hey Waffles. Hey Anthony, how are you? You guys are up early. Yes, well it's that time of year. It's that time of year. Yeah, it's yeah. Yeah. You can't sleep here either, huh? Well, if you want, Michael, I can send you the link. If you can want to come up and keep me company, you can. How many got? 411. Anthony, you are catching up with everybody. You're going to be hitting the 500 here in a minute. That's amazing, my friend. I'm so happy for you. Now you just got to stay out of trouble. No more getting in trouble on Facebook now. Let's see. I didn't realize until I was looking at my list that I forgot to put a guest on, and I'm totally embarrassed by that because it's like I just am. I put it on. I know that's what I did. I put it on StreamYard, but I didn't put it on. I mean, I put it on Instagram, but I did not put it on StreamYard. So I got to do that right now. That was like really embarrassing. Like something's missing here, and it's like I know what's missing. It's my brain. My brain is missing. Okay. Um, go and create a broadcast. Over here. So, how's everybody doing? You guys are doing all right? Let's see. Oh, thanks, Michael. I appreciate it. Um, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Uh, yeah, like I said, hey, Mr. Bones. Holy crow, Bones is here. All right, all right. We got ourselves a party now. Um, you got some new DVDs I got from your stepfather and your mom. That's sweet, man. That is. Need to get some sleep. Have a busy day. All right, all right. Um, definitely try to get some sleep. Hey, John, how are you? How are you? You've been missed lately, sir. You've been missed. We've had some crackerjack shows. Watching wrestling, huh? Oh, let's see. See who do we have? We had Jennifer Nagel on Monday, and then we had Steve Hartzell on yesterday. We're dark tonight. No show tonight. No show tonight. Um, and then tomorrow night we have Christopher Moore and Meredith Moeller. That's who we got. Let's see. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can do this. I'm still here. I'm just working at the same time I'm talking to you guys. I can't believe I did that. Man, that's embarrassing. All right. Uh, that's what I'm looking for right there. All right. Wow, she's got some good stuff on here. Yeah. You feel better though? Good, good, good. Did I see the Thor Love and Thunder trailer? No, I have not. Is it out now? Uh, what is my favorite DC and Marvel heroes and villains? Uh, my favorite Marvel hero is the Stingray, followed closely by Jack of Hearts and Moon Knight. And my favorite DC character would that's a good one too. I like Green Lantern, the Spectre, and as far as villains go, um, when he's done right, when he's done right, I do enjoy Lex Luthor. Uh, totally loves his portrayal in Smallville. Best Luthor ever. Um, Marvel's villain, shit. I don't know who's a villain in Marvel anymore. They every single villain they get, they turn into an anti-hero. So I'm not really sure about that. Um, I mean, it used to be you could count on Magneto to being a really good bad guy. You got um, wow, you got Roxxon. That was a good one. Of course, Doctor Doom would be a great villain as well. The Green Goblin. Um, uh, yeah, Baron Mordo. There's a lot of good ones out there. But yeah, yeah, DC heroes are a little differently. I mean, I like Superman and Batman, but everybody likes them. I like Static Shock. As a teen, he's really interesting. Um, yeah, well, I've always enjoyed the sort of like the second tier villains or heroes like Moon Knight and well, Moon Knight and Stingray would be that way, but Jack of Hearts would be a cosmic hero, as is Quasar. I also liked Quasar as well. Doctor Doom is a very, very formidable opponent. I mean, he combines science with sorcery, and he's gone nose to nose with Galacticus, so he's nobody's fool. I would like to see how he would do against Darkseid. I think he hold his own there for a while, but I do think Darkseid would get to him. But it'd be really fun watching it, unless he had vibranium armor. If he had if for his outfit, if he had vibranium, he'd probably last a lot longer, and he would do severe damage to Darkseid. But Darkseid, I mean, Superman has to go up against him to take him. So uh, I'm really hopeful about the show. I'm looking forward to more than anything else is oh, okay, Bones. Oh, yeah, no problem. Hold on. Awesome. There you go, Bones. Uh, how about you guys? What's your favorite hero and villain? Let's see. Of a rare VHS of Doctor Doom versus Spider-Man. Do you know Spider-Man and Doctor Doom actually teamed up together? They teamed up in a fight in the comics on Marvel Team Up. It was a multi-part story arc. Spider-Man got a hold of Doctor Doom's time machine and was going through history, and they ended up in like Salem, Massachusetts, and where they're burning the witches. And first it was Spider-Man and Scarlet Witch, then it was Spider-Man and Vision, and then it was Spider-Man and Doctor Doom. And I want to say it's Doctor Doom and one other person before they managed to beat him. But Doom and Spider-Man had a fight together. It was a good ish. It was a good series. It was a good story too. It was pretty dark for a comic book. Um, all right, all right. So I'm gonna go with. Wolf Hollow, right? Hey North, how are you? Oh, that's only. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. That's what I want to put her as. Okay, so we're gonna have some fun because this is good stuff. Good. I'm gonna have my co-pilot come up here. Bones.
What up, fool?
What up? What up, dog? Um. So I forgot to put. Angel Bradford onto the stream onto the list of guests coming up, and it's just like I have her on Instagram, but I forgot to put her down in YouTube, which is not a good thing. So I am fixing that right this very split second. I got. God, she's got a. Okay. What do I want to do? God, she is incredibly busy. Okay, I'm gonna pick that one. Green Queen. Can't. I hope I do. Hey, let's see. Let's see. It's all right. No problem. Thanks for coming by. Nope. We get it. Let's see. John, favorite DC hero is Nightwing, and villain is Ra's al Ghul. Marvel, Silver Surfer, and villain Thanos. Thanos used to be a nice. I mean, he was a strong villain, but he was never like they did with him when they built him up in the MCU. I mean, he was very formidable, but I mean, he was still fighting on the same level as like the Thing and Spider-Man. They teamed up to fight him in an annual. I mean, physically fight him. And then what they sort of blew it with the Avengers and also Guardians of the Galaxy. They should have brought in Warlock for the Avengers story. I don't know how you could do an Infinity Stone story without. Hey, Echo! Holy cow, you're up too?
He was live a minute ago. He must have took it down. Came over here.
Oh, all right. Well, I tell you what. Let me bring Echo up. Is that all right? Do you mind if I bring Echo up too? Because that way you guys can keep it hot while I catch up on my work. I'll be talking, but you guys can. All right, I'm gonna bring you up, Echo. Hold on.
Maybe he'll talk about something I understand, guys. I can't follow that comic book stuff.
Oh well, he knows wrestling. Let me go bring him up. Let me go get him. Let's see, Echo.
I watched movies, but I don't read comics, so it's like they're speaking German in the chat.
Did you watch the entire movie of that Redwood master?
Yeah.
Did you see what the scene they had in that movie?
What?
They had the necrophilia scene.
Yeah, I told you that was one of the things that ruined it for me. I'm like, what the fuck? You put that in there?
I was done. That was it.
Like it was at the beginning, wasn't it? Or somewhere toward the beginning.
About 30 minutes into it, 35 minutes into it.
Yeah, the end part you was talking about, and that part, that's the two parts that ruined it for me.
Well, I could handle the end part. It might have sucked, but it's something I could,
Yeah.
But I mean, what really surprised the hell out of me is there's two things that surprised me. One, they actually show that in a mainstream horror film.
Yeah, and also low budget though. But yeah.
But it had Danielle Harris in it, okay, and it had Damian Puckler in it. I mean, I was shocked as shit.
Well, that's what I said. The first movie was awesome, and then they followed it up with that. Put that shit in there.
I was blown away. I was like, nope, I can't talk about this. I'd never seen that before. Bones, I've never seen that in a horror film.
Oh, well, it's out there. Like, there's a lot of weirdo horror fans that like that shit. Like, there's a lot of shit like that out there.
I know, but I always expected to be with Rick. That's the type of
Yeah.
movie that Rick has. Not us.
Yeah.
Not a movie with Daniel Harris in it.
Right.
Hey.
There he is. All right, you guys can go ahead and keep everybody entertained if you don't mind.
Yeah, except I'm going
go ahead
crazy
and,
here. I got a missing movie.
Uh-oh. You got a missing movie. Uh-oh.
I keep all my Japanese horror movies together. And I should have a copy of Tokyo Gore Police on Blu-ray. And I can't find it where it's supposed to be right next to Machine Girl.
Uh-oh. Look out. He's going to blow. He's going to blow.
Oh, I'm going to blow if something happened to that movie.
He's going to blow. Run.
Unless I'm hallucinating and don't have it, it should be... I hope it didn't grow legs. As in someone took it off, but I don't know who would.
John Horton says, when do you think Cody Rhodes will beat Roman Reigns? I say SummerSlam for the title.
I say not. I say
It
not.
might be a long time because they seem to love keeping that title on Reigns.
He's the chosen one right now, so
yeah. But how do the fans like him now, or they still think he's boring as hell?
Oh, he's not boring. He's just annoying to me.
Well,
goes out there says acknowledge me. I think it's just
it's the material is dry and it's. I mean, I thought some of Seth Rollins stuff at first was pretty boring.
Well, to me,
Messiah thing.
It was like people got tired of Cena. They said he had like the 6 moves of doom. But with Roman, it's Superman punch, spear, Superman punch, and he always wins. It's boring.
I mean, people see that's what happens when people hate on John Cena and yell at him that they couldn't wrestle. It turns out that he has a lot more moves than Roman Reigns has,
and he earned people's respect.
Yeah,
I'm not Seth, but Roman's just like, oh, I'm Vince's chosen one. I'm the guy who gets on his knees for Vince. So
I think that Superman punch looks stupid anyway. He does it messily. It looks like a flying hook punch or something. He flies at him and then he like.
Who else does it? Hook. Isn't there someone in AEW does one of those?
I'm not sure.
Orange Cassidy?
I don't know. I don't follow that as much as WWE, but I don't even have cable. I just watch clips on YouTube.
I just know that the head of AEW, once again, Tony Khan's going, I got a big surprise for everybody. His last few big surprises were
not yeah.
Look, it's a big surprise.
Those guys,
Christian, Big Show, Mark Henry.
Are they even doing anything with Big Show?
He does commentary and occasionally wrestles, just like Mark Henry.
I haven't seen him wrestle yet.
I don't like Tony Khan. If you watch him, he seems like he's on something.
Yeah.
He's all white and like, I like wrestling. Oh, I really like it. Oh yeah.
He's a goofy little dude like Eric Bischoff.
I like Bischoff though.
You should hear Bischoff when he tears into Dave Meltzer.
Oh, my comparison was more of their body size, little wormy dude.
Why is he banging on that? Why is he mad at
Meltzer was apparently telling some tall tales. He likes to tell tall tales, and I think it's got on Bischoff's nerves.
Okay.
He tried to say that Mabel was going to be the third NWO guy, and that X-Pac told him. And Bischoff goes, what the fuck? He goes, no. And X-Pac didn't even know. He wasn't even part of it yet. He wouldn't know.
I always liked. I know, I love Paul Heyman as a heel. He's a perfect heel, and but I always thought like Cornette was a heel. But I know I know people love Bischoff as a heel too. But
have you watched Cornette's videos, his YouTube channel?
Oh,
well,
I've heard Cornette's crazy.
But he's more of a heel on his podcast than he was in wrestling, isn't he?
Do you know
Yeah.
somebody uploaded the DQ Dairy Queen video of him?
What happened at Dairy Queen?
Back in the 90s, they were doing a show, and they went to pull up to the window, and something happened with the woman there. And apparently, Jericho was in the back, being like, where the fuck's our food? She's like, well, sir, don't yell at us. It triggered Cornette. He got out, walked up the window. She's like, well, where's my fucking food? She's like, sir, don't yell at me. He goes, I would jump through that fucking window and beat the shit out of you.
Wow.
You should, if you can find it, look it up. The Jim Cornette Dairy Queen video. It's
wow.
You can hear them in the car laughing at him. Remember, he has that temper.
Right.
That
yeah.
when it gets like that, it goes. It's like, oh.
Yeah, he gets out of control.
Oh.
Cornette. He gets, I tell you what, though, people must really enjoy talking to him because you know what? You think that he would have been talked out of all his stories already. But he hasn't. Hey, Star-Lord, he was getting caught up on the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp court case. It's getting pretty interesting and getting pretty hooked. Man,
yes.
they're both those guys are both crazy.
And you heard about Urza Miller?
Who?
Urza Miller, the guy who plays Flash in the movies.
Oh yeah, he got arrested too. I think they're gonna have to replace him. I don't think he's mentally there.
He has 2 movies coming out next year. Flash and one called Dolly, where he's gonna play a young Salvador Dali. However you say his name, that artist.
Yeah.
Well, what's weird is he choked up a female fan a long time ago, and they still have been keeping him in the movies.
Whereas, okay, look what Amber Heard did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I still find it disturbing. That was Josh Warden when they were talking about his time on Buffy, and they had that actress who played Buffy's sister, and they said they didn't want her to be alone in a room with him. That's disturbing right there. Why wouldn't you want a teenage girl to be alone in the room with a grown man unless there was something else going on that's not being talked about?
Was it Michelle Trachtenberg, I think it was? Yeah. Yeah, I heard that too. That was really upsetting to hear.
Yeah, that's hard not to take notice of because again, he was an asshole. We know that.
You can be an asshole. You can be an asshole, but you can't fucking you can't just go up to people. You can't sexually assault people or intimidate them or all that other bullshit.
You cannot tell a pregnant woman that she should pretty much get an abortion so she can keep acting.
Yeah, is that what he do? Yeah, didn't he tell that to Charisma Carpenter? Yeah, yeah.
Andy Kaufman.
I don't think he's worked in a long time. I really don't see it happening either for him.
You got the head of that the person that Warner Brothers put who owns was that AT&T, whoever owns Warner Brothers, the guy they put in charge of the division of the DCU movies, Walter Humada, whatever his name is, he's protecting these people.
Money,
it's under his watch that this is happening.
Yeah, money, but what can you do? It's the only way you can respond to it is just, close your wallet. And if actors quit, fucking working too, like, who's the director going to be? It's going to be Josh Whedon. Well, if they turn around and sit there and say, I'm not working with him, if enough actors actually got up the cojones and said there, I'm not working with him.
I liked the Snyder cut of Justice League more than I liked Josh Whedon's cut. Yes, it was longer, but I liked it a lot more.
Well, I'll say this in defense of Whedon is that he was thrown in a really bad situation. I mean, he was floundering what he had. I mean, it wasn't his vision. He didn't have the time. You could tell that Warner Brothers was on his ass. And
remember why Snyder left in the first place.
Yeah, his daughter committed suicide.
Yeah, so and what he did, and I did see Morbius today.
Was it all right? I mean, I've heard mixed. I've heard
Okay. Marvel has this formula for the movies: action, some drama, and comedy. Very not much in the action. Drama's kind of bland. CGI sucks. We're talking. There is a scene. Okay, remember that scene in Scorpion King? Mummy Returns with Scorpion King.
Yeah.
There's a scene that it's almost on par with that, maybe a little bit more above that.
That's inexcusable. Really?
And the humor is so dry. Okay, then the scene, you see the trailer where the guy goes, "Who are you?" He goes, "I'm Venom." Oh no, I'm not. That's what you're seeing for the humor.
Oh, brother.
It falls flat, so it just doesn't feel like a Marvel movie.
Wow.
I mean, they could have, if they had cranked the horror element up, which they do have a slight horror element in it, they could have done good. And you have Matt Smith. Dude was awesome as Doctor Who.
Right.
I mean, he's my favorite Doctor Who. When he became Doctor Who. Who was it before him again?
See, it was he's not the latest Who. I think the latest Who isn't the latest Who.
Yeah, but I wasn't too sure about Matt Smith as Doctor Who, but he won me over. I thought he did an awesome job. This movie wastes his talent.
You know, though, it's hard though. The people have to remember they have to give the first movie. They have to give the first movie a pass. I mean, or at least they can't just crush on it because it's the origin movie. Origin movie is the hardest.
John, I'm refusing to see the new Batman movie. I have a violent hatred of Robert Pattinson, or whatever his name is. I have a violent hatred of him. I hate him.
He's a good actor. He is a good actor.
I don't like him. He's living proof that sometimes swallowing is the thing to do. Wow. I can't stand him. I cannot stand him. Never have.
I saw him. I saw him in The Rover. Oh shit, dude! I mean, I was convinced. I had my doubts. I thought he was just a pretty boy, like you said. But I saw him in the Harry Potter, the Goblet of Fire. Right now, he was great in that movie as Cedric Diggory.
Okay, Star-Lord, did you see the 2 bonus scenes in Morbius? There's 2 of them for Morbius. That is linked to No Way Home. And I don't want to give them away because I don't want to really give spoilers away.
Sounds like we don't want that connected to No Way Home.
It's connected to No Way Home.
The way you describe Morbius sounds like we don't want it connected to it.
Okay, I'll be a dickhead and give it away.
No Way Home was awesome.
Oh, yeah. Okay, remember how when they were fixed at the end, everyone was going back to their own realities?
Yeah.
Adrian Toombs ends up in the reality of Venom and Dr. Morbius, and he's stuck there.
Who's that?
Adrian Toombs, he was in Spider-Man Homecoming. He played the Vulture.
Played who?
And there is a cool little
which actor?
It's Michael Keaton. But there's a cool X-Men Easter egg in it. When they go, "Oh, I'm going to send you to a school in New York. It's for the gifted, young, or whatever."
Keaton was in No Way Home?
No, Michael Keaton was in Homecoming.
Okay, but who was you saying in No Way Home ends up where Morbius is?
In Morbius, in the 2 bonus scenes, he ends up there.
I thought you were saying somebody from No Way Home.
But at the end of No Way Home, everybody's getting sent back to their own realities.
Yeah.
But somehow he gets sent to someone else's reality instead of going back to his reality. So, well, it's not really bad. It's just like everybody's going back to their own realities, but he's not. So
I'm getting confused on who you're saying got sent to a different reality.
Okay, and because I guess Morbius and Venom live in one reality separate from Spider-Man.
Yeah,
so
it's because the Sony Marvel universe,
the multiverse.
Yeah, it's different from the Disney one, but they can cross it over basically.
And they had a problem with it in No Way Home, and it was supposed to be fixed, but the bonus scenes for Morbius shows that it wasn't fixed. But I was happy to see that in the trailer I saw for Doctor Strange, the new movie. I actually get to see a bit of Patrick Stewart. Finally, I was wondering because it shows Strange being arrested, and he goes to this. Y'all see all these seats, and was like the Illuminati from the comic books, and you hear Patrick Stewart. It's time we tell him the truth.
Yeah, they're talking to the Hulk then.
So it's like, oh, I was wondering what they're gonna do with him.
Yeah.
And then of course they had Bullet. I want to see Bullet Train.
Who the hell does Patrick Stewart play in the Spider-Verse?
He's Professor X. And
So they're putting X-Men in the Spider-Verse?
Well,
Yeah,
no, they're doing the whole multiverse, alternate realities, and they're gonna have people crossing over.
well, that's because Disney has they bought Fox out, and Fox had those characters that Disney had. So some characters Fox still has control over, or Sony still has control over, but now Disney has Fox, so that includes the X-Men and a lot of the characters with that. Sony really has no choice. They have to work with the Disney MCU.
Well, they made that deal. Then it was something was going to happen with it, and that was going to cause problems. They reached a new deal with them, and then we have the whole. I haven't heard the lawsuit went with Disney and the people who have Predator.
Well, I don't know about the Predator lawsuit, but I do know that Sony, they have to work with Marvel. They cannot afford not to.
Yeah. Do you remember the Friday the 13th lawsuit?
Oh yeah, when that was Victor Miller.
Where he exercised his rights to get the copyright back.
Yeah, but you know why he did it though?
Because he didn't want to do no more or something.
No, yeah, he didn't want Jason to be around anymore. It's his character. He wanted to put it to bed.
Well, apparently the creator of Predator might have done the similar thing, and Disney might not have liked it because they were trying to stop it. But I still want to see the Predator movie that they got the idea that apparently shot Predator versus Native Americans and stuff, set in pre-colonial Earth.
What? How stupid would that? How stupid is that?
Well, no, because see, you're gonna have them facing against pre-white men Native Americans,
and with no tech, with what, bow and arrows, slingshot.
Well, it's going to be interesting, I think. In fact, they wanted First Nation actors.
Yeah, but there's no story there. They have no chance.
They'll probably cast The Rock as a Native American.
Zero chance. God, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but that's the most asinine plot line I've heard. How can you patch up against a pre-tech civilization against the Predators and expect to have an even fight? I mean, hell, you got guys with tech and armor now, and they still can't last.
But was that Predator last movie any really good? I mean, it was
be better than that. I mean, come on, seriously, what's next? You're gonna have them fight Neanderthals? That's a waste of time and money. I mean, I like the idea. I mean, why not bring it into? Why not keep it modern? Why not keep it modern?
Predators versus Velociraptors.
The Velocipastors.
Well, they have to do something to keep it fresh and draw people in.
But you gotta keep the story going somewhat forward, though. You gotta have have them come down with another race. To me, having Predators versus aliens, it's you got the bad and you got the worst.
There's a book, Predator's Concrete Jungle.
You know what?
Which is the sequel, a direct sequel almost to the first movie, which follows Arnold Schwarzenegger's character's brother taking on the Predators.
You know what? Why don't you just parachute me and the cheetah down there? We take care of that in an hour and a half. Huh.
Was that Central America, South America?
I think they were in South America in the first movie, right? I mean, yeah, I think they were I think they were in Colombia or Bolivia for the first movie.
I'm happy they changed the design because you see those pictures they had when Jean-Claude played him.
Oh God, yeah, he was so.
What was that bug-looking head thing?
Yeah, he was too small. He was too small. I
Wasn't
mean,
he
you
like?
imagine,
I think wasn't he like pissed off or something that they
He
were?
kept he
yeah,
kept passing out in that
yeah,
suit. What I heard.
heat exhaustion. Yeah, he kept on having heat exhaustion. That's what happened to Kane Hodder too. Kane Hodder had he got heat exhaustion too. Where he in part 7, when he would wear all that goop and all that gunk, and he came out and he was all loaded down with all that goop, and then he was just heating up.
Yeah, Star-Lord. My favorite scene in Predators was that scene with that like that Yakuza triad guy. When he just stops and he draws his sword as if he knows he's there, like to challenge him to a fight. And the Predator uncloaks as if recognizing he's being challenged. And they run at each other and kill each other.
Let's see. All right. Let's see. Yeah, no. I mean, it's just. I just want, if they're gonna. To me, it's like, why not? Why not? I like, if you're gonna use Native Americans, I like that idea, and I like using First Nation actors. I'm 100% with that, but you need to move that story to now or in the near future, so that when they do fight them, they do have a fighting chance. I mean, that's really what you really need to do.
Yeah, because you could also have a subplot of like the old ways versus modern times clashing.
They did get slaughtered. The movie would be over before the opening credits rolled. It's there's just no way they're gonna last. Here's people with spaceships. They got armor on, for Christ's sakes. It's like
Was the latest Predator this one called The Predator?
I mean,
so I didn't know about the lawsuit with the Predator character. If it's the same thing with the one with the Friday the 13th,
but I think they were headed with making the movie, so I don't know how it was going. But
that ain't gonna happen with Friday the 13th because
Disney was trying to say they didn't file it right or something.
Well, that ain't gonna happen with Friday the 13th, because that was a nasty lawsuit, and there's a lot of people. I don't think and Victor Miller has already proven without a shadow of a doubt that he is not motivated by money, because Victor Miller has made his money off.
I was shocked to find that he used to write soap operas.
Good money there. Hell, you get into a writer's room. Yeah, you get into a writer's room and a soap opera. Back then, you were golden.
My mom learned a lesson about soap operas because I have an older brother, and you couldn't punish us when we were kids. He needed human contact, I didn't. So she'd sit us on the couch and make us watch soap operas with her. Okay. We went from hating them to liking them. We'd come home from school, Mom, what happened at General Hospital? I think she realized real quick that was a bad idea.
Yeah, I used to watch it Days of Our Lives with my mom, and I remember the first time I saw Marlena, and I remember going like, "Oh my God, it's this Dinah girl, it's a Lecher woman," and she played Lecher woman, and going like, "Oh, I know that. That's a Lecher woman." And then I just kept on waiting for her to break out, and they tried. They tried to break her out to be a star, but this never worked out well. I mean, she was successful, but she never broke out of her stardom like she had on the soap opera, which is a shame because she was a beautiful lady.
Danielle Harris was on was it All My Children or One Life to Live?
Yeah, you're right. She was on a soap opera, wasn't she? There are a lot of
that was right before Halloween when she did Halloween.
Kelly Ripa she got her start. She was a teen. She was a teen on a soap opera.
Ricky Martin.
Yeah, Ricky Martin. Yeah. There were some fun. I mean, and you gotta help. You gotta applaud them, even though the plots are just like it. I remember the first time they had Marlena possessed by the devil. I mean, I remember the mainstream people were, oh my Lord, it was so bad. I mean, people were just making fun of it, and everybody thought it was going to be the death knell of the soaps. Hell no, that was a big hit. Everybody was tuning in. It was innovative. It was so daring. It was like, who would ever do that? Because they're so rooted in reality. But they said, hey, why not? Why not? Why not have some fun? And so that's what they did.
Danielle Harris was on One Life to Live from 1985 to 1987. She left a year before she was on Halloween.
Yeah. What about you, Bones? You ever watch soap operas when you were younger?
No.
No.
That's why I'm sitting here listening to you guys girling out over soap operas.
Oh, okay. So, well, I'm going to do it a little bit more because this is hilarious. So, my favorite TV show growing up was a show called Emergency.
And I think I remember that name.
You remember that? It was Squad 51, right? Rampart General. So anyway, that show ended. That show ended. So they had all the actors that were working. They needed to work too. And I remember the first time. That was funny too. I remember the first time I saw Randolph Mantooth. He popped up on a soap opera, and I was just sitting there going like, "What the hell?" Because I just never would have thought that. But sure he was. He played at first he played the bad guy, and then he had a redemption arc, and then he became a good guy. And then he went into another soap opera where I think he played the heavy. But I remember seeing that and going like, "Wow, that is so trippy." Well, then I saw Kevin Tighe, who played his friend, his partner DeSoto. He turned up. Oh, I couldn't believe it. I laughed my ass off. I was like, "What the?" He was the guy who owned the Double Deuce in Roadhouse.
Well, Victor Miller wrote One Life to Live, Guiding Light, General Hospital, and Another World, and All My Children.
Now you don't write some. Yeah, you don't get invited to write all those soap operas if you're not good.
All My Children looked like it was main one. He looks like he stopped doing it in 2006, which I think is probably when that one ended.
Star-Lord watched The Price is Right with his man Bob. And by the way, Bernae was in the chat. I don't know if she's still here. Said she went to the restroom and saw you as live and came in.
Oh.
I have an uncle that he likes The Price is Right. I have that one uncle that you can never say his name, because the moment you say his name is when he shows up.
Candyman.
Oh. So it's like, no, don't say his name. Don't invoke his name. He'll show up.
Did you have to say it 5 times?
Once.
5 times?
Just once. Within an hour or two, he'll be there. Like, I had to wait for Price is Right.
Yeah, I like watching Price is Right with Bob too. But then Bob himself got caught in that falls too. Actually, he was one of the first ones that got exposed for his shenanigans. He was trying to hit up on every single one of his models, and then if they didn't respond to him, he was getting them fired.
What was it? Okay, Vanna White was on appeared on one of them before she was famous.
I don't know what she was. I know
she had that shirt on that says "Take Me Serious," and she ran down and bouncy, 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 and the host goes, "Everybody in the back's taking you serious."
I remember she's done the Wheel of Fortune since day one.
I might not, because Wheel of Fortune actually is a lot older than I think people realize.
Well, Pat Sajak and Vanna White are still there. Yeah, they're both still there.
Since 1975.
Yeah, she's in her 60s now, and I think Pat's in his late 70s. Pat Sajak used to be a weatherman on the local Channel 4 station in Los Angeles before he became the host of. He wasn't the original host, but Vanna White was always.
Yeah, there's people like Chuck Worley.
Yeah,
but there was somebody before Vanna White, Susan Stafford.
Really? Oh, really?
Yeah, she was there. Looks like from 75.
Yeah, because you know what? Because they split the show. There was one during the day and they went one at night.
She was there from 75 to 82, but she briefly returned in 86. I'm reading to substitute for Vanna White.
Oh, that's right. I'm here too, and I'm actually going back to what I was doing. You guys carry on. You think The Rock's gonna? Here, I'll bring this to wrestling. So, do you think The Rock's going to battle Roman Reigns next year's WrestleMania?
Depends on if his insurance and his agent will let him, or if what he's got in his schedule. I mean, I know he has the Black Adam movie, which that first trailer teaser for it was awesome.
Yeah, I'm scared. Go ahead.
Let's see. He was supposed to announce
I was
some
going to
video.
ask Echo if he watched the show, but I think he said one night he doesn't watch much TV. I was going to ask
if I can find it on online or whatever, I might.
I was going to ask if you watch Young Rock.
I watched a little bit of it, but I like it better when it's like the little kid one because it's a little bit funnier and stuff.
Yeah, it goes back and forth. But I seen something that was kind of like a little Easter egg. The latest episode, they had this tiny kid run in the room, and it was a baby Roman Reigns. And he said, "Acknowledge me." It was funny. And then he acted like he wanted to fight The Rock, the teenage version. And they're like, "No, you gotta wait. They gotta wait for that for like WrestleMania." That's kind of like a little teaser.
Here's the thing: Rock has 2 Red Notice movies, a second and third one, to be.
Is that movie that was on Netflix?
Yeah,
I couldn't even get into that.
It looks like he has 2 of them, but there's no date given.
Is that movie with The Rock and Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah, and Gail.
Yeah, I tried to watch that and couldn't even get into it.
Yeah, it looks like he's got 2 more they're doing. So who knows if he's not busy doing them, he'll end up doing those.
I couldn't even get into the first one. I don't need 2 more. It's funny how all these big stars are doing direct to digital things.
Yeah, those were the
Ryan Reynolds has another one on Netflix. I can't remember the name of it, where there's like a little kid version of him.
I guess Netflix must have the money to pay them. Oh, and Bad Bunny is going to be in a movie with Sandra Bullock and
Adam Project or something like that.
It's called Bullet Train.
Yeah.
It's about some assassins on a train, all after some same target, but I guess he's going to be after Brad Pitt's character, who he holds a grudge with.
You know, there was another movie like that set on a train, and I want to find out where it was. I remember who starred in it, but it was a badass movie.
Snakes on a Train?
No.
Oh, come on. You know, it's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
I'll tell you who it is.
Blood Claws on a Train?
Blood Claws on a Train. There you go, Pat.
Yeah, you know what? So there's Ginja Ninja. He's doing a Savage review, and he's talking about Sharkenstein, right? And he's just sitting there talking about, oh, this is the shittiest movie ever, and he's just going on. And I come over there and I said, well, I got one for you. So I'll mash up Blood Claws against Sharkenstein every day of the week. And then Ricky comes over and says, yeah, you got to watch the trailer. And so he comes back. He's like, what the hell did I see? He's like, all right, you win, no more. No.
Well, that Noah's shark was something else.
That's a funny ass movie, though.
That scene where he's supposed to act like he's underwater and he's just like,
yeah, those guys are silly.
I had to look away because I couldn't stop laughing.
Let's see.
Hey, Patrick.
Yes.
You know how the guy who made Carousel makes them mini movies with his cats?
Yes.
How come you don't make mini films with politics?
I thought I was making mini movies with the cheetah.
What do you mean, with him running in front of you when you do interviews?
Yeah, he's hamming it up.
Oh, Pat.
And I put a little mic next to him and put some voiceover.
I don't know if Al told you this. I was going through my digital thing codes for movies, and I told Al I came across one for the theatrical cut of the original Friday the 13th, and I told him I was offering it to you guys.
Yeah, don't worry about Al. Send all your codes to me.
Well, I got just.
But I've got the Friday the 13th.
But no, I saw.
DM me which ones you have.
Yeah, I saw this Friday the 13th once, and I thought about you and Al. Go, oh yeah, those guys can probably use it.
I have all the Friday the 13th on digital.
This was the one that's in the still case one.
Are you on Instagram, Echo?
Yep.
I might have to add you. Is
Under,
your name Echo Zero on there?
it should be because I recently changed it. So
Come on.
it's a discolored picture of a guy in a sombrero. For my 24th birthday, and I showed up, and a few days later they go, "You didn't come here for your 25th birthday? Get in the bar, put the hat on, take a shot."
I gotta find this movie for you guys. Oh my gosh.
I got a bunch of weird results, but I don't see you.
Let's see. Wait, let me find it. Look for Kiro Airs. Try that one.
How do you spell that?
It's the same as Ciro, like the last part, and then Ayres, Ayres.
Oh, there it is.
It's my real last name. I decided to use my real last name, so I don't know why.
So there, 1995. There was this movie that was actually partly partly set on a bullet train like this. It was so badass, and I'll put it.
Talking about Under Siege 2.
That was a badass movie too. No, those those two. I actually like those two movies more than I like those are probably my two favorite Steven Seagal movies.
I went and watched the first one in a drive-in.
All right, I found you.
Okay.
Followed.
You know what? I gotta bring him up too. I'm gonna scrap because I said shout outs and I'm not even shouting out at anybody. Let's shout out. We should shout out Ninja and Mr. Dan and Whore and Hoss with Whore. Those guys have really been hitting their stride. Have you noticed that lately? Charles,
you notice such an individual hit 501 subscribers.
Did he keep it?
Well, right now he still has them, so I don't know when he got them. I just saw them today.
Okay, well, if he's still there tomorrow, then maybe I'll come back up and I'll do that sandwich to celebrate. We'll get him a little bit more over. Maybe that's what I'll do.
I have a couple suggestions for shout outs. Drake, he only has like 32 or 39 or something like that.
All right, let's get him going.
Drake a King. And
all right.
I noticed Nye had a low number when I was looking on her profile.
Really? Well, we got
like 100 something.
All right, let's go to work.
I don't know how many Curly had, but I noticed when I was on Nye, she had a low number.
Okay, let me finish this one banner here for Greg from Fit for Expedition, and then I'll come over here and we'll just do the shout. You know what? Let's just do that now.
I'll be right back. I go to the bathroom. So
okay. Let me see.
Baker's got a poopy.
Yeah, I just want to do this real quick.
I was in a Filipino chat earlier, and it was funny. One of her regulars said, I was taking and he put two poop emojis, and she thought it was chocolate. She said, "You took a chocolate?" And everybody laughed.
You know what?
Like, they was laughing and saying, I'm going to start saying, I'm going to go take a chocolate.
I'm going to take a chocolate. All right. I'm not going to necessarily do their page.
Star-Lord. I went back and be watching the 1970s and 80s and 90s. Love it. Style of clothes change over time. It's interesting. We had cool style back in the 80s. Bright collars, 80s and 90s.
Let's see.
Yeah, I don't know how many Curly has, but nice. She has a low number, and she has a cool ass channel.
All right, we're gonna get to work here. I'm almost done.
Drake, it's crazy how low his count is. He has a cool channel. He has cool content, and he's got a low ass number.
Who's this?
Drake a King.
Yeah, we'll hype him up. I know he's been doing. He's been trying to do. He's trying to strike out on his own a little bit. So, and we can help out Keith too. Keith is starting to pick up some steam. He's starting to pick up some steam. I've noticed that he's working
It
his
would
ass
help.
off.
It would help if like Drake socialized and went to like streams and stuff like we do and talk to people.
Yeah, well, you know who I'm noticing starting to do that now, and I'm glad because he's another one who we'll shout out to is Werewolf and Miracle Werewolf in New Jersey. He's been starting to do that now. I've been starting to see him come up in my streams a lot more.
Yeah, I've noticed that name.
I don't know him.
Yeah, he's really cool, man. He's gonna. I gotta talk to David. I'm gonna talk to David and gonna see. I want to see how we could do this because. And we're gonna do Mary Wilson as well. It's cool. It's really neat. It was watching. We got her on the IFC Midnight show, right? So she came on, for the first time. Did really well. Yeah, did really well. And then Al had his aunt come on the show. On the show. Al Licard, he had his aunt. He had T. Betty come on.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. That she had on them today, and his mom was in the chat.
I think he should.
They're always in the chat.
I loved it, but I think she got sort of overwhelmed when he had Cal come up because Cal's such a bubbly personality, and she really, she just sort of didn't say very much after that. But she wants to come back on, so I hope that happens. And he said he's going to try. He's going to ask her. I don't think he'll have to try very hard.
If what he was trying to do was get her used to it, he shouldn't have brought Cal up. He should have just left it with just her.
Yeah, I thought so too. And that's not anything against Cal Pacific. It's just anybody. I wouldn't want him to bring me up.
If he was just trying to get her used to it, he should have just left it with just him and her.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want him to bring me up. I wouldn't want him to bring up anybody other than her. Because she's new at it. And she seemed to have a lot of fun, and she watched that movie twice. Snakes Out of Compton. She watched it twice
in a row.
I'm really. When she said that, that movie went from hell no to like, what? Like, all right, I might have to take a look at that.
They got to grow on. Some movies got to grow on you.
Well, let me ask you guys a question so you guys can talk about yourselves for a couple minutes. Here's something for you guys to talk about in the chat as well. Whose voice, whose voice do you trust in our community? If they come to you with a movie and they talk to you about it, whether it be good or bad, whose voice do you listen to? I mean, do you listen to anybody's voice if they tell you about a movie that you don't know much about? That does it make you want to see the movie or not see the movie? Like, if I tell you an A24 film sucks, damn sure that it sucks because I said it. I said so. So
I'm going to watch it anyway because I know you have a vendetta against them.
Bones.
For me, I like listening to like a lot of other YouTubers that review movies because I don't like listening to these big time critics.
I like forming my own opinion though. I hate when someone says, I saw this and I'm telling everybody out here don't watch this. Then you could be causing someone not to watch a film that they would enjoy because they went off your opinion and didn't watch something just because you said don't watch it.
I mean, I saw people bashing Morbius, but I don't think it's as bad as people are making it out to be. It's not that good of a movie. It's got its weak points and it's got its strong points, but it's not like super bad.
I can tell you, Patrick, my least favorite A24, which I think you haven't even seen yet. Midsommar. That shit was stupid.
See, that's what I said. I said that too. But does anybody ever listen to me?
But have you seen that? No,
but I know it's.
You just say don't watch anything that says A24 on it. You won't even
No,
watch
I wouldn't say that. I mean, I'm having fun, I'm having a little bit of fun with that. No, I have that. I have that movie. I'm still good. I still got. I'm still putting together my list of A24 films. I am, um, because I think once I do, you guys gonna be surprised at how many I actually do have. Like I have Midsommar. You know, I have The Witch. I have Remember. I have Pet Bank. I have Climax. Oh gosh, what else do I
it.
have?
I'm still saying
I have the Bling Ring. I have that. I mean,
yeah, but you gotta separate the regular shit from the horror. Talk about the horror and then talk about the normal stuff.
I had a Christmas. I had a ghost story, but I returned that. I just couldn't do it. No, just no.
Out of all the ones I watched, I'm still saying The Green Room is my favorite A24.
See, I got the Green Room. I just haven't watched it yet. I have that.
And then non-horror is mid-90s. It's a skateboard movie.
Yeah, I had the Florida Project. I think that's A24 as well. I think I have that. I might have the mid-90s actually. Yeah, I think I do. I was just grabbing when I went to the video store. I was just trying to grab anything that was relatively new because if I could get it for if I could get it for a good price, I would do that.
I know that my local video store, I got a little home video rental store we have here, but they leave the used movies outside in the sun sometimes. Not
Sun
really.
faded.
Well, you know what I found out today at the library? I was okay. So I went in today, and I did my video, and it was like it's a pretty good haul. But I
Yes.
saw something that caught my attention, and I went to help one lady out to her car, and I went to the back room to go to help her get out. And I noticed there was still stuff in the back room in bags, movies and books and stuff. And then I came back in, and I went to pay out, and I noticed there was another stack of movies and books sitting on the counter. And it came to me as I'm leaving. It came to me like I was wondering, how come there's so few library movies? How come there's so few of the new ones coming out? I mean, we're just getting drops. Now I know. I know where they're going to. They're going to the volunteers that are sorting out the books. They're getting first crack at everything. That's what they're. That's what happens.
I'd be doing the same. I'd be doing the same thing if I was them.
Well, you know what? I mean, okay, they're volunteers, right? They're volunteers, okay. But here's what I say to that. Here's what I say to that. Have them put the stuff on the shelf. Have them wait in line. Have them go in with us. The early group. Let them go in early with us, and they can shop that way. I mean, because you're taking like everything's coming through. They're cherry picking it. They're cherry picking it even worse than the resellers. Then when it gets to the store, to the bookstore, there's still relatively nothing left. There's still nothing left because it's been picked through. Because
do you see that picture on my Instagram of those boxes? That's was stuff that was donated for the Easter egg hunt. There was a shitload of stuff like this.
Oh, Funko Pops.
And there was so much stuff there, and I was a volunteer that I was able to grab myself a couple of stuff, and they still had a lot left over.
But it's just really a little bit. It just didn't come to me until I went to the back room and saw that. That's what's been going on. So now it's like, okay, so now I guess next week after I go to bag sale, I guess I'm gonna have to sit about volunteering. I will volunteer to go out there and bring in the books and sort them and everything else. I will do that if I get the same rights that they have as far as cherry picking it. I will be happy to do that.
There's only one time I have a problem with when people do that, is we have a homeless shelter here, and when people donate to the homeless shelter, the volunteers sometimes will take stuff.
See,
That's when I have the issue.
Patrick Rhodes.
Yeah, it looks like it. But no, that is when I have an issue when you got something like that when it's for people who need it and you start taking it for yourself. That's when I have the issue. Ooh.
Okay, sorry about that. You back with us, Bones? Oh,
He's
he's circling. He's circling on the. And I think I froze. So let me.
no, okay, you can hear you a little, so
Okay, hold on. Let me just. Let me come back here. Okay, that should help Bones.
hey, Star-Lord,
Yeah,
okay, when they re-released the first re-releasing the trilogy, the original trilogy in the movie theater, I went and saw, I forget which episode it was, and I also saw the re-release of Grease. More people showed up to see the re-release of Grease than they did Star Wars.
let's see. I'm gonna be. You're gonna have to help me out on the chat because my computer, my provider, it always goes off in the middle of the night.
What was the last thing you saw? You can seen.
I see. Star-Lord saying I missed out on Star Wars as a
Right,
kid.
yeah, right now that looks like the last thing that was said.
Okay. In the chat,
I wish I still had my old Star Wars toys.
yeah, it'd be worth a mint.
That's because of Grease Light. You had people sitting on the floor. That's how packed Grease was compared to Star Wars. And whenever you get to the parts of the song that was the duet of the men and the women, the guys would sing all the women's part, like "Summer Loving." All the guys would be singing the male part, and the women would be singing the that part, and it was something else. It's like Grease had more love than Star Wars. And I would have thought it would have been the other way around.
The box fan. Yeah, I'm starting my run here for May, so I'm starting to do that now. So that's gonna be fun. I'm interviewing Greg from Fit for Expedition. I'm interviewing Ricky from Old AF, just Ricky. Then
Old as fuck.
I know that Girth from Video Tasties has me on the 25th, which is next Monday. We're going to be doing watch along to Smoking the Bandit.
nice.
Yeehaw.
What time is that going to be? In the afternoon?
It's going to be 11:30 Pacific time, so it'd be AM. So
it'll be 2:30 my time. 7:30 p.m. in his time. Yeah, I've gotten used to that. I've gotten used to that now. The doing the European time. I'm pretty much I got it down now.
We did one of the James Bond movies because he invited me the other day because he was doing that, and the one with Grace Jones and Christopher Walken.
Oh, View to a Kill.
Yeah, we did that.
That's gonna be fun.
Christopher Walken.
Who I didn't realize how good he was until I saw him in Prophecy.
Yeah, Prophecy. That's really underrated. That's one of those series I keep in the back of my head that if I can find it, I get it.
I mean, the first time I saw that movie and saw his performance, and I was like, "Wow, this guy is awesome." And Grace Jones, or whatever, she looks exactly the same these days. Still has the same fashion sense.
There you go,
Really.
Smokey and the Bandit.
One of my favorite lines from that movie is, Junior, we get home, I'm gonna smack your mama.
Yeah. You know what though? Here's something that might surprise you a little bit. I was never a Jackie Gleason fan. Never. I never got him at all. Never. He just never appealed to me at all on any level.
Outside of the Smoking the Bandit movies, I don't really recall seeing him in any stuff. Didn't he do like Honeymooners or something?
He did the Honeymooners. He did just shows. He was pretty well known back in his day. I mean, he was a pretty big star back in the day, but I just never really got into him at all. Just
Yeah, they had a concept for a Smokey and the Bandit movie that was going to be called Smokey is the Bandit.
yeah.
But they never went with it.
I saw an interview that he did for 60 Minutes, and I felt sorry for the reporter because most of the time the reporter and the
There you went again.
Yep, freezes again. And the thing is, if you like Smoking the Bandit, there's a chance you also might like Cannonball Run.
Must be that time of the morning. He usually says there's a certain time in the morning where they like do a cap on his internet.
I think he said something about that once.
I think I've seen Cannonball Run once. It has Jackie Chan in it.
Yeah, it was like the first time, I recall seeing him. And I can't remember if he was in the first one or the second one or both.
I think he's in both. He has a different car in both of them. And I think he has a better car in the first one.
And he has the guy, what is it, he played Jaws or something in one of the James Bond movies, a couple of the James Bond movies.
That guy's also in Happy Gilmore. The guy you're talking about.
Oh yeah, he's the one that gets the golf ball in his shoe and he has to hit it off his foot.
Yeah.
He's like, gotta hit it where it's at.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dom DeLuise and Burt Reynolds did work good together. At least they did the outtakes. I think too, if I remember right, in those movies, the bloopers during the credits.
Have you seen Rat Race? It's sort of similar to Cannonball.
I believe I went and saw that in the movie theater. That's got that Rowan Atkins or whatever his name is.
Yeah,
and
Mr. Bean.
He had narcolepsy, and he was like running, and he just stopped it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I remember that. I saw it in the movie theater. It's been a while since I've seen it. God, I need a good comedy to watch that isn't like some old thing like Police Academy, though I love Police Academy.
The going conversation is they never make good comedies these days. I watched the most awful shit the other day on Netflix because I was bored. It's called The Package. It's about these dumbass kids that go in the woods and one of them accidentally cuts their package off. And the guy gets lifeline to the hospital and they arrest him the wrong cooler. So the whole movie is the kids trying to find the right hospital and get his junk to him. And they drop it in dirt and a snake bites it and all kinds of shit happens to it. It's the dumbest fucking movie I've ever watched.
I remember watching this movie called I, Zombie or something. And this guy's turned into a zombie and he sees a picture of his girlfriend. He decides to self-pleasure himself. Well, he's becoming a zombie and he's rotting. You can guess what he ripped off.
Wiener.
And his reaction of he's looking down at this thing in his hand, he's like, this is wide-eyed, like, no!
What's your handle, Pat? Command 10-4. Star-Lord said that.
Yeah, Gene Wilder, what's that one? Blazing Saddle. Actually, I got a story about Blazing Saddle. I had a friend in high school. We were talking about comedies, and I got to talking. His dad came in and joined us. We got the time, his dad and me got to talking about Mel Brooks, and I go, Blazing Saddle. And we go, yeah, it's such a great movie. My friend goes, I've never seen it before. His dad literally turns to me like some kind of military commander and orders me, get the movie, make my son watch it. I'm like, literally, I'm standing like, yes, sir. And my friend really ended up loving that movie.
I haven't
Maybe
seen it.
he maybe loved it a little bit too much because he started running around. When in high school, he's running around repeating lines from the movie. The scene of the sitting around a fire and they're eating beans. Everyone's eating beans, and then everybody just starts farting. And you got the one scene with the one girl. She's with the black chef, and the lights go out. She goes, "Is it true what they say about you people?" You hear this zip, thud. Oh, it threw. It threw. Oh, it threw. That movie did cross the line in some of the racist stuff they did, but it was done in pure humor. But Gene Wilder was good in it.
We can see you typing, Patrick, but you're just a spinning circle on the screen.
Yes, Stripes. I need to replace my copy of Stripes. Stripes is an awesome movie. Harold Ramis, Bill Murray, John Candy. Who else was in it?
Echo.
I remember
How old are you?
43.
Huh. You
So
seem younger. You seem way younger than that to me.
I kind of got a screwy head and that way it works, and plus, my body grew up, sadly, but my mind never did. I grew up in 80s movies. I got brain damage from 80s movies.
The last like 3 movies you've talked about, I haven't seen.
Well, because I mean, okay, if you haven't seen Blazing Saddle, you really should. Mel Brooks' work, Blazing Saddle, Spaceballs, Young Frankenstein, Dracula, Dead and Loving It, absolutely hilarious movies.
There he is.
Yay!
Stripes is another really, really awesome one.
Stripes is awesome.
I guess that wrestler Kevin Nash, after seeing it, I guess something about he thought that's how the military would be. Boy, did he learn something.
Patrick, does he look or sound his age?
Who?
Echo. 43.
No.
Let
No,
me
He's younger.
hide my goatee.
He looks younger than that.
Yeah.
I gotta hide my goatee.
I had to ask him because he knows all these old movies. I have.
Oh,
He's like the same age as me, but I haven't seen half the ones he's talking about.
I grew up on a lot of these movies because from mental illness and stuff and learning disability, when I had to get away from people, I ended up watching movies, a lot of movies just to get away from people. And I watched some messed up stuff. But the most messed up I did is a channel did a marathon of these horror movies about water monsters. Back to back to back. And I was a little kid. I ended up with a phobia of water for a while. You couldn't even get me to take a bath. I was that afraid of water.
I like older movies like Revenge of the Nerds and Porky's, but so far you haven't named one that I've seen that you brought up.
Let's see. Well, Revenge of the Nerds. I liked the first 2 Revenge of the Nerds. I didn't care for the other ones.
About Animal House.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Animal House. I have the double. Let me 1 minute.
Probation edition, something like that.
Yeah, I got that, and the one for Airplane. It's like, don't call me Shirley, or whatever. Surely you can't be serious. I am, and don't call me Shirley.
Airplane.
I got tickets when I was a kid to go see the pre-showing of Back to the Future 3. And we got free shirts, which I still wish I had, because I guess they were only available for the pre-showings.
See.
Because Back to the Future was it's a good series. Beverly Hills Cops.
Yeah.
Beverly Hills Cop. What other ones were there?
Fast Times at Redmont.
Fast Time.
Private School.
You ever see Flight of the Navigator?
Yeah. I want to get that on Blu-ray. It's a Disney exclusive.
About Breaking the World.
What, Patrick?
They had those two the models for the ships that they used in the movie. They used to be sitting there in the back lot at one of the Disney places, but they converted one of them into some display thing for, I think it had to do with Buzz Lightyear or something. Ghostbusters is the original Ghostbusters movies is awesome. It's another awesome one.
I didn't like the second one very much.
Did you watch the new one yet, Patrick?
No, I'm doing that tomorrow. The two movies I got to watch tomorrow is Children of Sin and Ghostbusters Afterlife, and then
new one's awesome.
I'm putting up my two movies to battle.
Which ones you got?
Well, this is gonna be my next one. It's gonna be Crying Wolf. So I'm just gonna go with the Crying Wolf with this one, and then the next one I'm putting up. I'll put that up pretty soon. I'm sorry this is taking me so long.
That's okay.
This is just like it's a pain in the ass.
I was born in 78, so I can't remember how old I was in 84 because I just don't want it. I'm 6 years old in 84, so if I was born in 78. 23 days before Halloween came out, and the day after the movie Patrick came out, which is still a really bad movie. Terrible, terrible movie.
How do you know what day Patrick came out?
Patrick came out. The movie Patrick came out on October 1st.
I'm up Patrick on the screen there.
Yeah, me and Patrick, because my real name's also Patrick. We have a horror movie named after us.
That's
really,
right.
really crappy horror movie.
Well, wasn't there a horror movie called Bones?
Yeah, with Snoop Dogg.
Yeah,
and there was a TV show too, a really awesome TV show.
Yeah, but I was thinking more of the Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, he's like a pimp that comes back from the dead or something. It's been a long time since I watched it.
That's so you, Bones. You were born to play that role, my friend.
Yeah.
Pimping.
I told Casey about Blood and Bone. I don't know if you've watched that, but after he watched it, he keeps putting in the midnight hour chat. They call him Bones because that's what he breaks when he hits people.
It's a badass movie.
Yeah.
Michael J. White, man, that guy's awesome. Why wasn't he ever in the Expendables?
I don't know. They're working on another one.
We were supposed to get a spinoff of the Expendables.
With girls.
Which was going to have Ronda Rousey in it. Boo.
They're supposed to be working on a fourth one, so you never know who they'll put in it. They might put him in that one.
Yeah, maybe.
The first time I went to a drive-in, I saw Lethal Weapon 3 and Under Siege, I want to say.
They need to put, even though he's an asshole these days, they need to put Seagal in there. He's an 80s star.
Yeah, well, he's kind of too. Does he?
I think he sort of ate himself out of everything, though.
Well, see, the person you see now is not Steven Seagal. That's the man who ate Steven Seagal.
Well, he can be the original Seagal stand-in then. Stand there and pretend like you're Seagal.
Have you seen what's his name? He was that Chinese martial arts fighter. He was in them.
Let's see, in the Expendables, that was Jet Li.
Have you seen him these days?
Jet? No.
He had some kind of illness, and so now he looks old. Yeah. Whatever happened.
Wow, no.
They should put Jackie Chan in there too.
Yeah.
You know what's funny about Jackie Chan? Jackie Chan and actually Arnold Schwarzenegger. Man, it does seem like the older they got, the better actors they became.
Or they could also throw Donnie Yen in there.
Yep, Donnie Yen. Donnie Yen's still looking pretty fierce.
Yeah.
Dude, that final Ip Man 4, that final fight between him and Scott Adkins, dude, he just fucking dominated Scott. It's so badass. That fight is so badass.
Don't put Will Smith in the Expendables.
Yeah, that's all right, Star-Lord. He'll slap them all.
Will Smith slaps like a bitch.
Yeah.
That was a weak slap.
It was an asshole move.
No wonder people thought it was fake. He didn't even knock his ass down.
Yeah.
I mean, he slapped the shit out of him, but it looked like Chris knew how to take a hit because he didn't budge.
Well,
No, he didn't.
I watched a little bit of a podcast, a clip that Eric Bischoff and Jeff Jarrett did. They explained why they thought it was fake. How he puts his hands behind his back, puts a foot forward, and how he closes his eyes like he's getting ready for it.
Well, I think the fact that it's not fake is the fact that they did impose some sanctions on him, but there's some bullshit too, you know.
He probably didn't expect that to happen. Is why he wasn't like blocking or anything. It was like the biggest fucking award show they have out there. He wasn't expecting some kind of shit like that to happen.
No, no, agreed.
I don't even watch award shows anymore. But if that's what happens on them, why didn't no one tell me?
Right.
I'll be watching them more if that's what happens.
That's the first time I ever saw something like that. But it's not the first time I seen Will Smith with his temper. I mean, you know, some foreign journalists try to kiss him on the cheek, and Will Smith.
To keep my task force team out of your mouth.
Yeah.
What's up, Video Tasties?
Oh, welcome, Video. All right, I'm almost done.
That was a good one there, Star-Lord. Cracked me up.
I'm gonna get some names out here. All right. This is looking good. Looking good.
Crack it, Echo.
I used to be able to do that when I was in junior high. I'd freak people out. We'd be in PE and everyone's stretching, and you'd hear this loud pop, and everyone would just stop and look at me. I'd be like, just loosen it up.
Yeah, I used to crack my fingers all the time when I was a kid. Now I've just got real bad arthritis.
I did that one time. My whole hand ended up cramping up. Because one day I was joking around nonstop all day doing one of those, and my hand just like cramped right up. It's like, oh shit. But I got a bad index finger that if I carry too much weight with that hand, I get like trigger finger, and I have to like literally grab the finger and just straighten it out. Well, the other day I was like talking to somebody, they looked down at my hand and realized my hand was stuck like this. My thumb locked up.
Oh, that sounds painful.
Was Video Tasties on one of Ricky's shows once?
I believe so.
I thought so.
I believe so. Yeah, he's a really nice guy.
Hey, aren't you supposed to be at work? I thought you said Tasties. I thought he said that earlier. You know, I forgot about that G.I. Jane Star-Lord movie.
It's a great movie.
I've never seen it, but I forgot completely about it till that joke. It took me a while to like, G.I. Jane 2, what?
Give me more.
Because, she shaved her head. And she did. She shaved her head. That was her shaving her head.
Bruce Willis had more than a couple good ones.
A couple good movies?
Yeah.
Oh, God, he's tons.
Renee said he had a couple good ones.
He even has an album out, did he? Oh, was it just one song? Because he has a music video out of him actually singing. I forget what song.
Yeah, he had to retire because of a health problem, if you didn't know, Renee.
Yeah, he had I guess he's been suffering from that for a lot longer than people realize.
It's got a funny name I can't remember, but it sounds similar to dementia.
It's like a communication. Oh, dementia is a disease that just is. My dad had that. It's just.
Well, what he has sounds similar to that to me. It's something starts with an A, I think.
Yeah, my mother-in-law had Alzheimer's. It's hideous.
It's sad to watch someone go through that.
Yeah.
But yeah, with that disease, they do also lose the ability to communicate.
Yeah.
he was having trouble remembering his lines. It went back as far as Glass. Was he in Glass?
Mm-hmm.
I
It's
read that he was having trouble remembering.
Alphasia. Something
Yeah,
like that.
that would explain a lot because a lot of his lines in his movies, like I watched a movie called Trauma Center, and that was directed by Matt Espandari, and I was watching that movie, and honest to God, his lines seem so illogical. It's like, why would he say that? Like why would his character say that? It was so stupid, and it was just really, and it sort of explained why he was always shielded too. Like a lot of the movie that Bruce Willis was in, he make an appearance in the beginning of the movie and he make an appearance at the end of the movie. But the middle of the movie, he would hand it over to other actors, so he wouldn't have a lot of lines to do. And that's what happened with Trauma Center. Trauma Center, he was in the beginning of the movie, and then he was gone for the majority of the middle movie, and then he came back toward the end. And and I was watching him, and it really just seemed like he really. I don't think anybody knew at that time. I really don't, because I don't think people would have used him as much as they did.
I'm
'Cause
looking at his thing on Wikipedia, and I'm seeing starting in 2008, he started to do more and more direct-to videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Particularly was started in 2021 with Survive the Game.
Oh, is he still battling that throat cancer? Wow, I thought he was in remission.
I don't know. He had a documentary on Hulu. I think it was on Hulu, and it's I don't know how recent that
Val.
was.
I got that on Amazon. I've got Amazon Prime.
Yeah, it was on Amazon Prime.
I've been meaning to watch that.
It's a good documentary, but it's sad. He talks through his throat, and his son sounds just like him. He narrates for him. His son,
And
I think his
didn't
name's
they
Jack
say
Kilmer.
for some of his movies they were using old audio from his other stuff to voice over?
No, his son does the voiceover for the doc. His son sounds just like him.
I loved Val in Real Genius. So
All right, time to drop some links here. So here's Ginger Ninja.
The Doors. I remember the Doors.
Have you guys seen the movie Lords of Chaos?
Who's in it? I'm trying to remember it.
That's why I brought it up. It stars his son, Jack Kilmer, and I think Roy Culkin. Or which Culkin is that was in Scream 4? Was that Roy?
You say Nye has a low count?
No, yeah, Nye. She only has like a little over 100.
Yeah, it's Roy. It was Roy Culkin.
Yeah, Lords of Chaos is Roy and Jack Kilmer playing. It's about this crazy Norwegian death metal band.
I'll be. Do you know who Roy Culkin's aunt is?
No.
I've seen her face before. Remember Bruce Willis's wife in Die Hard?
Yeah, Bonnie Bedelia.
That's Macaulay and Roy Culkin's aunt.
Whose aunt?
Macaulay Culkin and Roy Culkin. That's their aunt.
Oh. Bonnie Bedelia with the fox. Holy crap.
I guess her brother is their father.
Huh. Wow, my interview. Wow, I'm actually holding my own here. They did an hour and a half with Night Watch, and it's 85 views. And she did an interview with me, and it's 57. Wow. Okay. That's within shouting distance.
Wow.
Wow.
Willow is indeed a classic movie. We're gonna get a TV show. Was it a streaming show?
Have you guys seen The Runaways? That's a good rock movie.
Which one?
The Runaways.
Is that on the?
It's got I think Kristen Stewart, and it's got Dakota Fanning.
About Joan Jett in them?
Yeah,
Love Joan Jett.
Seen a little bit of them.
it's a good movie.
So I got Daniela, right? Curly girl at the movies. I got her. Wow,
How many does she have?
she's pretty mighty. She's got
Oh, she's doing good.
yeah, she's 769, but I'm still gonna drop her.
And Nye has a low number.
Yeah. What is her channel name?
B Movie Badness.
B Movie Madness.
Badness.
Yeah, BADNESS.
Yeah, B Movie Badness.
Okay, well here is the curly girl at the movies. Wow, I didn't know she has so many. She's mighty.
People like watching her fix her hair and talk about movies. And then she got a series where she drinks and reviews movies.
Yeah,
Nye and Curly, they both have a lot of personality.
they really do.
Nye needs a lot more subs than what she has.
All right, boys, let's start dropping. If you guys know of anybody that deserves to be dropped here, by all means, you too, Echo. Go ahead and start dropping them in the chat.
Drake Kane, he's got sitting at 39.
Yeah, okay. I'll go grab. You want to grab? You grab Nye, and I'll grab Drake. Bones.
Gore only has a little over 100 too, I think.
Yeah, he's getting up there. He's working it. He's working his ass off. All right, I'll get Drake right here. Let's see. There he is. Oh, that's another channel. Where's his channel?
Drake Kane.
Yeah. Is it Kain? Oh, that's probably what I did wrong. I spelled it wrong. That's what I did. Spelled it wrong.
Nye has 218. I thought she only had like 100 something last time I looked. But that's still low.
Yep, there he is. Drake has 43 now. So he's moving on up too.
They got like 3 more since I last looked.
All right. Let's work it. I'm dropping Drake down right now. There was a movie. Yeah, me too. The Runaways, starring Michael Biehn. And yeah, me too. He's a nice guy. All right, let's drop Drake in.
Did you have him on your show, or was that someone else?
Who? Michael Biehn? He popped up. Yeah, he popped up when I interviewed his wife.
He's married to someone you was interviewing, and I remember that.
Yep, Jennifer Biehn. Let's see. Let's drop. Let me tell us. I gotta put these people's names on here. Actually, I think they got rid of the, in your community tabs, Bones. You know how you couldn't tag them unless they had over 500. I think they got rid of that. I think now you can tag anybody.
I don't think I've tagged anyone yet. I've been posting videos. I haven't tried out the poll thing yet either.
Well,
I don't know what I want to do a poll about.
Yeah, you'll have fun with that.
Well, I know what I want my dollar store movie to be, but my regular movie review, I'm kind of stuck on right now.
Oh, who are you gonna do for? I might as well break out my next round of movies here.
This is my dollar store movie I picked.
Yeah, I heard mixed emotions about that.
I saw it in the theater, but I got to pick for my either Ninja 3, The Domination, Bait, Amityville Uprising, or Broadcast Dead, which apparently is a Wild Eye movie.
You should start doing, if you have very many Wild Eye, you should start doing Wild Eye Wednesday.
Only one I have, so I got some slashers, but I'm staying away from slashers for a while.
Lazarus Effect reminds me of Flatliners.
Well, I remember seeing it in the movie theater. I haven't seen it since, but I felt that it could have done better.
Yeah, but it wasn't horrible. It was an okay movie.
It also had what's her name in it? Olivia Wilde and Donald Glover.
Childish Gambino.
Yeah, but I think I might have saw this in the theater because Olivia Wilde was on a TV show, I want to say, about this time too. What TV show was she on at this time? Because she was on a TV show. Now I'm trying to remember what TV show she was on.
You got Patrick's stash back there. See that closet full of movies?
Oh, you're killing me.
What? What's he saying back there?
You're killing him.
Me? Why am I killing him?
Good question. And she was on House. So that TV show House.
I thought Cheetah was attacking him or something when he said, "You're killing me." Stop, Ellen, you're killing me.
Maybe Cheetah has an insurance policy on them, so
Yeah.
might be trying to collect on it.
Could be.
Hey, Cheetah, if you are, can you add me in on the policy too so I can collect on it?
Shit. Let me
Hey, loves.
Then we got like a video store back here.
So that's what happened to all those old movies from Blockbuster. He has them all.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Behold.
He had, I think it was called Family Video. What movie are you talking about, Star-Lord? He just like, it's been so long since I have seen that movie.
Yeah, which movie? Not Debbie Does Dallas, is it?
Yeah. They wore it out.
Which, for the record, I used to own a copy of on VHS, just because I thought it was funny. Funny as hell to have. Oh, that candy was dry.
What are you looking for back there, Patrick?
Oh man. If I don't see it, I'll find it. Oh.
It's the holy grails of movies.
The old saying is, if it was a snake, it would have bit you.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, so I got, because I'm doing a horror film next week. So the week after, I'll do comedy. That should be fun.
Or you could do a horror comedy.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, so this will be interesting. I think I don't think this will be as on the surface it might be one-sided, but I think it's gonna be fun. Oh, Kurt Russell.
Well, what'd you bring back? What was you doing back there?
I brought this back so you guys can see it before I put it on the poll. So we're gonna go with Kangaroo Jack.
Ugh.
And
Or Canadian Bacon.
Hey!
never
So-
seen it.
There you go. See. All right.
Or
Does-
Cheetah's
Hi,
Choice.
Rhodes, how are you?
I
Got
can
those
see
two, or
myself.
Cheetah's Choice.
I can see myself
And
someday.
that's right, the mighty Cheetah's Choice.
You know, I can
People
see
always
myself.
vote for that, not knowing what the hell it is.
Hey,
Thank
you can
you.
always
Choice. And
you can always review the Three Flavors Cornetto trilogy.
The 3 what?
Okay, Three Flavors Cornetto. It's a trilogy. It's Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and World's End.
Oh, right. Yep.
Each one's
All right.
supposed to represent a different flavor.
What flavor?
Let's see. Shaun is strawberry. Hot Fuzz is Classico. The World's End is mint.
Huh.
What the hell is Classico flavor? Is that like vanilla or something?
How many guys- how
Cops,
many-
Kurt Russell. And they just naming a bunch of celebrities.
I think they're talking about who was in 3,000 Miles to Graceland.
Oh, Kevin Costner was. And Christian Slater, I believe.
True Romance.
That was Christian Slater too, and Patricia Arquette, if I'm not mistaken.
My favorite Christian Slater is Gleaming the Cube. Have you seen that?
No, I just even turned up the volume, and that was
That's a good movie.
that's all right.
What about Heathers?
Heather's, yeah, he was great in that.
And I like his character in the Robin Hood movie.
Doesn't he die in that?
I don't remember. I just like when he trips the main guy, the main guy up. Talked about there was a young man from Nottingham that tried to cross the river.
That was the main bad guy. I think was Alan.
Rickman.
Yeah.
Alan Rickman. Yeah, and I miss him. Man, he was such a good actor.
And then I saw Robin Hood Men in Tights and completely forgot about that other movie.
All right, so I'm going. I don't know. Should I do another movie? Should I make it like? Should I make the voting a little bit more interesting by adding another movie along with Cheetah's Choice? Do 3 movies in Cheetah's Choice?
Give variety.
Oh yeah, okay, that's what I'll do. I'll throw in a twist here.
I'm Joe Dirt. People gonna remember me.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna throw in a twist.
She has always seen Joe Dirt.
So we'll throw in Pentagram. Yeah, that's all right. That'll throw people off.
Joe Dirt.
I haven't heard Dennis Miller's name in a long time.
Who? Dennis? Oh, that's a good thing.
Joe Dirt was one of the movies where it was a good movie and then they had made a sequel and it wasn't nearly as good.
Well, that's what happens whenever they get a good movie. They go, let's make a sequel.
Right, just like Super Troopers is awesome, and then they made a sequel and it was not good.
Hey, I like Super Troopers, but Club Dread I liked even more.
I love Super Troopers. You know what I'm saying, Meow?
Yeah.
Hey, did you say Meow with me? Did you? What do you think? Did I listen to that?
License and registration, meow.
What gets me is the guy who plays Farf, the one angry cop, whatever. He plays the complete opposite character in Club Dread. I forgot Christian Slater was in Interview with the Vampire.
Yeah, he was the reporter.
I've read the first 3 books in the series. Interviews with the Vampire, Vampire Lestat, and Queen of the Damned.
Yeah, I read those too. And Rice was a good writer.
I've
They
never
only
read
made 2 movies.
Yeah, but they skipped over the Vampire Lestat.
Yeah, they should have made a trilogy.
I'm gonna put. Hold on this one. I think it helps when you add in some of the stars in the movie, which is probably why Canadian Bacon's going to crush this. I'm going to give Alan Alda a lot of credit. He was everybody saw him as Hawkeye, and everybody thought, he's such a, he was a good guy, came out of MASH, and then he turned and did a couple of villain roles. He was really good at it too.
I always remember that final. when he broke, that one guy broke down about that.
Yeah, we're
You know,
talking.
he goes kill a chicken. He was crying. It wasn't a chicken. She killed.
Dude, who did not cry at that scene? Who did not cry watching that when he broke down and started crying and said what happened? Who didn't just sit there and just lose your shit? You know I did. I was with him, man. I was like, when you found out about that,
it was so like powerful for that. Just like, wow.
Yeah, definitely a top 50 TV moment ever.
It's been like, I've seen it listed in videos when they talk about like dark endings or tragic endings, and they talk about that and they show him breaking down.
All right. All
right, guys. Do you agree with Bernays that Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise are babes?
Not much of a Tom Cruise fan. Never really have been.
I don't want to know if you like his movies. Do you think he's a babe?
No.
No.
Brad's better. Sorry, just gotta say, got a better taste in women. Doesn't. I mean, nothing against.
But I will
Nicole
concede.
Kidman.
I will concede this to you. I will concede this. I thought Patrick Swayze was better looking than most of his co-stars.
So you're saying Patrick Swayze is a babe?
Yeah, he was.
He's more than that, but the minute he did Roadhouse, that just took his level.
Dude, no doubt, man. Roadhouse was so much fun.
I mean,
Jennifer would agree with that. She was talking about Dalton the other night.
Red Dawn was a badass movie, but Roadhouse. Even better.
Red Dawn was a joke. God, that movie was so fucking cheesy. The only good thing about that movie was Powers Booth. That's the only thing about that. The only thing good about it. Everything else is easier.
I did not like the remake.
I didn't like the original. I thought the original was corny as hell.
Have you seen the episode of Family Guy where Peter runs around kicking people in the face in Roadhouse?
They made a sequel, but I've yet to see the sequel.
What, Roadhouse?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was time for Dollar Tree Theater.
Johnny Depp, Leonardo DiCaprio, Robert Downey Jr., Adam Quinn, and Woody.
Adrian Quinn. Woody who?
Woody Harrelson?
Woody Woodpecker. Woody from Toy Story.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I think she means Woody Harrelson.
Woody from
Woody, I know.
Unless she means Woody Allen.
Oh, snap. I don't think that. No.
I feel there's some women out there that kind of like, oh, Woody Allen. I like
Interview with a Vampire.
I remember when they did Titanic, I got one of my friend's kid sisters upset because I started laughing at Leonardo's death in Titanic, and she did not like it.
I've never seen that movie, but I've seen the clip of the end. It never made no sense to me because it looked like two people could have fit on that door.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rose was a bitch. She let him
die.
The
fucking door, why don't you?
Yeah, Rose. She should have let him up.
Just pull Rose off. Let her be in the water so he can be on there and survive.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but
Well, I'm mean enough to, so.
Yeah. Kate Winslet turned into a handsome lady. I wouldn't necessarily call her a classical beauty, but she wasn't afraid to get her hands dirty.
Who was it?
Kate Winslet.
Isn't that Goldie Hawn's daughter?
No, that's Kate Hudson.
Oh, Kate Hudson.
Yeah, she's beautiful. Kate Hudson was Kate Hudson was better looking than her mom, but her mom had her moments. There's two. I can tell you two actors right now you can look at when they were younger.
I prefer Goldie.
You can look at two actors when they were younger, just coming up, and they're such prime examples of what happens when you go out there and drink and smoke too much. That would be Goldie Hawn and and Al Pacino. When they first started coming up, I mean, talk about gorgeous. Both of them were. Al Pacino, man, he was a handsome dude back when he first started out. Really handsome. And she was really pretty. Goldie Hawn, if you watch her in Cactus Flower, that was her debut. Oh my God, she was so damn cute. Holy crow, she was so cute. But there you go.
They get to do all that, and they lose their looks.
Yeah, too much of that hard living.
I mean, you see somebody go, oh shit, they're really cute, they're sexy. I wouldn't mind being with them, and then you see an updated picture of them, which is a mugshot. You're just like,
Not even.
I gotta go throw up now.
I mean, Goldie Hawn she had plastic surgery.
I've only seen her in like 2 movies, Overboard, and then there was a newer movie that I can't remember the name of, but the cover's like white and she has a tattoo on her arm.
I know she did a movie with Amy Schumer. I don't think
that.
Oh, okay.
This was a little bit older. This was a little older than that one. I like the movie.
Wow.
I know I own it somewhere, but I can't remember what it's called.
Wow, my Blood Claws review it's up to 51 views. Well, how the hell did that happen?
Billy Zane was another cutie, says Bernays.
Billy Zane, yeah, he was very handsome. Yeah.
She was Goldie Hawn was in the Christmas Chronicles 2, where she played Mrs. Claus to Kurt Russell's Santa Claus.
Right.
I like Billy Zane and Demon Knight. That's one funny scene where he says, "If it makes you feel good, do it."
I like when he gets thrown out the window, whatever, and he starts going about, goddamn hillbilly bullshit or whatever he's going off about, making fun of cowboys. I remember him from what was that one? The superhero movie he did.
I just remembered that movie. I think it's called The Banger Sisters. It's with
that was with Brandon.
Yeah, I like that movie.
God, I tell you the cheesiest movie that she made, that was Thelma and Louise. God, that movie was cheesy as hell.
Like that one?
No, because it was stupid. They didn't do anything. They didn't do anything. I mean, they didn't do it. I know, and there was witnesses to what happened to the guy, and they thought they killed a guy. There was witnesses that showed them what happened. It was just so stupid. It was something, they could have talked to the, no, they decided to just going to go ahead and just drive off the side of into the Grand Canyon. It was just like, who in their right mind would do that? I mean, seriously, stupid. Just like, yeah, together we're going to go ahead and die in a really horrible, terrible, unbelievable way.
Okay, but did you like it besides the ending?
I mean, it was, I thought Dina Davis was really cute.
Good little buddy film.
Yeah, I mean, but it was just a storyline. It was just like, okay, why wouldn't you? You're being chased for for some, because you're Gina Davis running away from her husband or something, right? And they had a couple of bumps in with the, like I think they stole something or something, or somebody stole it from them or whatever. And next thing you know, it's like, they haven't really done anything worth serious, and then they're driving off the side of the Grand Canyon.
It didn't even have a big box office. It cost them $16.5 million to make, and they only made about $45.4 million.
Yeah.
Echo, have you played GTA Online?
Tonight, in fact, I got blown up.
Yeah, they have the Thelma and Louise car online as a Easter egg. There's a certain place you can go up on a mountain at a certain time on the game.
Oh, yeah.
And you can stop it from going off a cliff, and then you can keep the car. You have to snipe the driver from another side of the mountain to keep it.
It's got a mariachi or something that's driving it.
I think so. I know it has a guitar in the back seat. And if you snipe the driver before they drive over the cliff, you can take the car back to your garage and keep it.
Hey, did you drop a nice link?
Yeah.
Okay.
Paul Newman.
I'm gonna go get Katie.
She's probably in bed. She'll be like, leave me alone.
Yeah, I actually thought she was gonna be He was supposed to be hosting Tuesday Tubi show, but I guess not.
And she's still in the middle of trying to get settled in.
Did they find a permanent place yet?
I think they finally found one, and something about trying to find furniture and shit.
Oh.
They're staying at their in-laws because they don't have like a bed and stuff yet.
Oh, they're their in-laws. Okay. Where are they still in New York, or do they come back to Florida?
Wherever they moved to, they're still there. I forget who she said they're staying with.
Okay.
Maybe it wasn't in-laws. I don't know who it was. I know she said she's staying with somebody while they try to get furniture.
Okay. I'll drop Katie's link here. All right, we should get Bernays and Video Tasties. You want to grab Video Tasties, and I'll grab Bernays.
Yeah, I gotta open a tab.
Yeah. So yeah, I want to say a shout out to a lot of the people we're talking about here. We've really had a really good week, and last couple of months have been really good for the show, and got a lot of new subs and a lot of new faces. Super happy to see them. So because this is going to be on replay, I just want to let them know that if you get this far, I want to say thank you. I gotta grab Betty too. Betty gathers.
Cool Hand Luke.
You got anybody? You want to go ahead and drop a link into? Echo, someone you want to support?
Yeah, I should do that for Cody Cody Ray, since he's somebody that really you get his link because he really helped me out.
All right, let's just
Let me see if I can. I got him, so I just gotta go over here. I got way too many damn channels.
Video Tasties has 448 subs.
All right. Oh gosh, she's not that far away from 500.
Cody has about 319.
Yeah, you got about. You're not that far away from 500 video. I'm grabbing you, Bernays. I'm dropping your link down. And don't worry, I'm the safest person you know.
She said, "Don't be grabbing me, man."
I'm the safest person. See, I got my power ring. Go Power Ranger.
Is that like a Green Lantern ring?
Yeah. Yeah. It would be definitely more Green Lantern ring than any other.
You know that saying he says? I haven't watched the movie in a while.
Okay, now I know.
Saying he has to say.
Just for the record, I'm not a Green Lantern. I go with the Black Lanterns. Nothing against the Green Lanterns, but I'm Black Lantern all the way.
I think they have too many lanterns.
No, I got out of comics for a while, and then when I read the whole Blackest Night storyline where the dead was coming back, that was what really got me back into them.
Yeah, I know, Bernays, but you know what? Who knows? Maybe one day you'll crank out a video, and people should be there to see it. All right. Let's see.
I have a random new subscriber with a long ass name: Sailor Moon Red Ranger, God of Fall Heroes.
Oh, that sounds like a Filipino chat name.
I don't know that, but they got a bunch of anime videos. Like I don't know, it's got some kind of video with Sailor Moon with the Red Ranger in it.
That's so cool. I love the fact that you do that, man.
Okay, Grab, is that the one where they have to? Grab, is that the one, Casey, where you have to stay drunk for the monsters not to get you? there's a subplot to a movie. Want to stay safe from the monsters? Get drunk.
There we go.
Not yet, but it seems like something I would watch.
They have like a paragraph of a description in there about me, about them trying to become a gaming god.
Oh, God.
They call you a gaming god? Nice.
In the description of this guy's page, he's on his way of becoming a gaming god. And I am the hero of Tekken and also other fighting games. But my strong is the game of Tekken.
They
I'm trying to branch
probably
out into other games.
they probably like to use those characters that are OP.
Probably.
I watched a video about people getting really upset when other players go with those OP characters. Like they were complaining about, was it Akuma when he was in Tekken?
I have that movie, a video, Tasties. That's a, listen for it, wait for it. I have that movie, Tasties. Grabbers came out on.
Here's one. Do you have Black Sheep? And I don't mean the Chris Farley movie, the other Black Sheep movie.
No, but I have Grabbers that came out on ISC Midnight.
Black Sheep is basically about sheeps, and these people get bit, turn into were-sheeps. And there's a scene where the hero of the story walks in on his brother, and there's a sheep that's leaving the room, and his brother's got his pants down.
Are you watching sheep porn?
All I know is the way they defeat them is they go, oh, the sheep are farting, and they throw a lighter at the sheep, and right as the lighter hits them, a sheep farts and blows them all up.
Black Sheep. Man, New Zealand's got some great movies, man. I just reviewed one video. I just reviewed the Dead Room. That's a New Zealand movie.
I just know that when I saw Black Sheep, I just was dumbfounded.
Let me show you that movie.
I think Casey likes that movie.
He did. Do you know what Casey actually said this? You know what he said? I'm not even kidding you. I'm not even kidding you. I know you're going to think I'm BSing you, but I'm dead serious. He said he liked the Dead Room more than he liked X.
Oh, I was talking about he likes Black Sheep. He was talking about that one week.
No, Casey watched the Dead Room with me, and he said he liked the Dead Room more than he liked X.
All right.
That's right.
Well, the Baldwin brothers also were kind of skinny at one time. And in shape, not... And they weren't shooting people either. Sorry, I know that's a little low. It's a little low, but...
Too soon? Too soon? You know what, though? I don't blame him for that. I really, truly don't blame him for that.
Explain to me, my finger wasn't on the trigger. It couldn't have shot
I
her.
I think, I don't think I don't know. I don't know why he said that. I really don't. But I think it's his fault. I think it's totally the weapons master's fault, the prop master's fault. That's his job.
The fact that weapon had a history. That particular weapon had a history of issues.
The actor, the talent, the one who's acting. That's the last thing they should have to worry about is back checking someone else's job. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to have to go through and check out every single weapon because I don't trust the prop master because I just don't. That would slow down a lot of productions.
Yo.
So there's the movie right there. Video Tasties. That's my review anyway.
Yo.
Hmm?
Which Baldwin is the one that's in Biodome? I like that one. I don't know their names.
I think that was Steven.
Or they named them all down there.
The younger one?
Yeah, Steven. Yeah, it was Steven. And then there's a cousin, Adam Baldwin.
He's not one of the brothers?
I don't think he's a brother. I think he's a cousin.
Oh.
And he's probably the best. He's probably actually after Alec. He's the best. He's the best actor after Alec.
Man, Alex just looks kind of a bit on the creepy side these days.
No, he's had a lot of stress.
You want to know who looks really creepy? Carrot Top.
Oh, dude. Him
What?
and Joe Piscopo, it's like they had a baby or something.
I mean, it's great that he's ripped and he's in shape, but that face with the eyebrows.
Carrot
That's
Top.
just.
Oh, I never understood how he got famous. Yeah,
Well,
Steve.
that I can actually answer because when I was a teenager, I was a fan of his.
You know who he looks like? What's that bad guy's name from The Simpsons?
Oh,
Oh, Mo.
No, he's like he's always after Bart.
Oh,
Sideshow Bob.
Sideshow Bob.
Yeah, is that his name? Sideshow Bob. Is that his name?
Yep,
That
Sideshow
weird
Bob.
hair.
The cannon.
The Carrot Top could
But
do a live action of that character.
What did he do to his face? Ugh.
Oh,
Those eyebrows all like arched like some kind of villain, and he's got like this look in his face like, ugh. Imagine coming across that in a dark alley.
yeah, the cannon.
All right, boys, I'm gonna get off here. It's 5 a.m. Talk to you guys.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna check my story here. I think it's gonna open up here in a minute or two.
I might have seen Dead Heat. I'm trying to remember.
You're gonna see what time it opens.
Oh yeah, about the two cops that die get brought back as zombies.
Wasn't that R.I.P.D.?
Oh no, it was Dead Heat. It had
Oh, that was Treat Williams and Joe Piscopo.
yeah.
That's right. I know all these things.
But Patrick, if you haven't read it yet, you really need to find Elvira's book.
Yeah, hopefully I'll. You know what? I'll start keeping an eye out for it at the library. See
it is a lot of like really like, you know, if you're a fan of hers, you earn a whole new level of respect for what she has gone through her entire life.
Yeah. You know, people didn't know that she was in a woman. Well, she was with a woman for 25 years after she got a divorce from her husband. She was
verbally abused by him.
Yeah, what an ass.
That she has scars on her body from when she was burnt by hot water as a little girl. That she was a victim of sexual assault.
Yeah.
That basketball player, Walt Chamberlain, she says.
Available.
But it's funny, but it's also eye opener for her to talk about a lot of the stuff she went through, and I just walked away with a whole new level of respect for her.
Yeah. Yeah, this free delivery says? Oh, 25 on produce. No, not doing that.
And it's horror lives matter, it's clown lives matter.
Is Voss in here? You say horror lives matter? Is Voss in here? Voss is here?
Horror lives matter. Because I've seen
Dead Heat. Yeah. What's going on, Vaz, man? I heard that horror lives matter. Well, that's Vaz. Holy shit. Yeah.
And I still say it's clown lives that matter.
Vaz, man, how are you, sir? Glad you're here. See, this is the part about, you know, people say, well, isn't there everybody asleep when you go out and do a pop-up? And I say, yeah, okay, I see I'm stuck here. Why am I stuck? Hold on. Here. Okay. That's it. Oh, they didn't unfreeze me. What the hell? Oh. Okay. I don't know why why that happened. All right. Oh, there I go. Back to live. All right. Okay. I might. Whoops. Why can't I hear?
Oh, that Nick Cage movie, the great talent or whatever. It's got Pablo, well, the guy from Mandalorian is in it, and somebody else. Because I saw a poster for it that he has a new movie out, or going to be coming out at the movie theater.
O.J. Simpson. Yeah, O.J. Simpson. Dan, talk about someone who we never saw. We never saw the bad side of him. That guy seemed to have it all, but he was a very jealous guy.
Because I saw a poster for a new Nicolas Cage movie.
Yeah, undeniable, unbearable. Yeah, supposed to be a comedy. Mr. Bone says for you to check your Instagram.
Okay, well, let me see if it's.
Okay.
Because I know he sent me the request thing, and I sent him a request. Let's see if Instagram's being nice to me. I've had a minor issues with them today.
Okay, where is their? Where's the coupon? There they are. I gotta go grocery shopping today. God, I'm gonna do that.
Unbearable weight of massive talent.
Yeah.
He's gonna be playing Dracula. They're gonna be doing a Reinfeld movie called Reinfeld. And he's gonna play Dracula.
Really?
It comes in 2023 American dark fantasy horror comedy. And I guess it's going to be about Reinfeld, played by Nicholas Hoult.
Oh, okay. What's that? All right.
I had seen some pictures of him as saying that he was playing Dracula. Okay, Bones, it's going to take me a bit, Bones, to write down all these codes, which movies they're for. A lot of them are expired, though. That's the one thing.
No. Yeah.
That'll be.
All right.
Okay, Suicide Squad.
Yeah, have you been shopping lately?
Yeah, that's when I picked up. They had for $13 at Walmart. They had where is it? Candyman, Day of the Dead.
Well, how much they had it for? How much they have us for sale on?
It's when I saw it was like about $13, $14. It's called the Collector's Series.
Oh, that's the original one, Vestron, the Vestron series.
I actually wish they'd had the other, like the. Cause I've only seen the first one.
I still got to see the first one.
I saw the first one long time ago,
Me too.
and I need to. Well, I would like to, because I mean, it's an interesting. I like the idea. Takes me back to Bloody Mary, the whole Bloody Mary thing.
Right.
So I kind of like that. Did you ever do that? I know I did the Bloody Mary thing.
Gosh, I remember telling stories. Think see the great ideas, man. See, even when you go shopping, and within like they'll give you coupons for inside the store, but the prices are so freaking high anyway that it really doesn't really seem to help too much.
That's why I like looking at like some of the lower price movies because they're not like usually big studio ones, and sometimes you come across something, sometimes you don't.
Oh no, I'm talking about food shopping. Have you been shopping lately?
Food shopping.
Yeah.
See, we have a store here called Fiesta Foods, which is like a grocery store, but it's like catered towards Mexican type foods and stuff.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I don't really like going there because it seems like the people that sometimes shop there have forgotten something called manners.
Yeah.
And I've been known when I've been in there when it's been really bad, I'll turn around and walk right out. I'm like, fuck it, I'm not dealing with this.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Well, yeah, so I usually go like to Walmart, but
I might go to Walmart today though because I actually might go and pick up. I think I'm gonna try. Well, then I'll probably just wait. If I wait a month, I could probably get both movies for cheap. I'm trying to get Cyrano and The Ledge, but I don't want to do it now. Even though I really, 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 really want Cyrano. I really want Cyrano. I might go ahead and maybe someone got it for a cheap price on eBay, but.
We got 3 Walmarts in all area, and the movie selection not really that great at either of them.
No,
especially at the newer one, the music and the movies have gone down. Got a nice selection of vinyls. Like movies and CDs go down, vinyls go up. Not complaining, but I went to Best Buy and they got rid of 75% of the movies. So I go up to the counter to ask the guy what's going on. He goes, yeah, it's corporate's call. And yes, we've had people come and complain to us.
Oh, wow, they have a sale going on. Oh, wow, that's cool. Oh, they didn't do their... Okay, all right. Oh.
Now, Death Wish makes that canned coffee, like you can get like an energy type drink.
Mm-hmm.
I can't find it. I can find the ground coffee, but not the like energy drink type Death Wish. Would love to find it someday.
Yeah, I'm just checking out the prices. I mean, I gotta grab Betty. Damn, see, I got distracted. Let me go grab Betty. How am I? Actually, I'm sort of surprised she's not here already. She's a really. Are you connected with her yet?
I'm not.
You
Who?
need to get, I am Betty J. Gathers.
Not sure.
I'm gonna drop her link in the chat. You should go over and.
Yeah, I'm writing something down for Bones. A list of the codes. What movies I have codes for.
All right. Here is our friend Betty J. Gathers. If you guys have not connected to Betty, you guys should, because she's a real sweetheart and she is incredibly supportive of our channels. Incredibly supportive. Here you go. Yep, and she likes horror movies too, fellas. She likes horror movies, so please go over there and give her a sub. So that would be really cool if you guys could do that. Star-Lord, Vosman, I think Bones already's done it. If Video Tasty's still in the crib, I think Brene, you probably already are connected to her already, I'm sure. But if not, there's her link, man. She's a really yeah, it's my howling hour too. I'm gonna go ahead and bail out of here. It's 5:30. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get a couple hours of sleep and then go grocery shopping. But listen, hey, thank you guys for hanging out with me. This might happen a little bit more next couple of months because I have really hard time sleeping at this time. I can't turn off my brain at night. So if we do it, I'll try to give a little bit more notice. Insomnia Theaters are going to be in town and come on out and hang out. But I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. It made the night a lot easier. So there's no show tonight. There's no 8 Questions With, but we'll be back tomorrow night with Hobbs, and we will be interviewing Christopher Moore and Meredith Muller. Hopefully, the chat will go up live with up here too, and all the links up to the people that we want you to follow, everybody to follow. I'm talking because I'm for the replayers. So if you're hearing this and you're watching a replay, please visit the people that we left in the chat there. They're very sweet people, very kind people, and very supportive people. And it'd be great if you would add them to your channel. Oh, yeah. That's what I started calling it. That's what when I did one of these, that's what I called it.
Yeah, I sent you the list, Bones, and there's still some other movies that I have to get the codes out of.
I tell you who I was glad not to see tonight because she also has insomnia, but I was glad not to see her because of it. And that was Tiffany. I know she suffers from insomnia too.
Well, I've been having sleeping problems where I've been tired all the time, and tonight I just got hit by energy. I don't know what's going on.
Coffee.
I've had none.
Oh, damn. All right, guys. Thanks so much. We will see you tomorrow night at 8:00. And yeah, looking forward to seeing Christopher and Meredith. And of course, again, I'll be joined by Vampire Talk Show. Oh boy, that'll probably bring Al out of his casket. Yeah, it'll be fun talking to Meredith Muller and Christopher Moore again and catch up with them and their new movie Children of Sin. That'll be tomorrow night at 8:00 Eastern time. All right, love you guys all. We'll see you on the flip.
Good night, Patrick.
Good night, Patrick.